Hi everyone, how you all doing? In this video, I have something very important I'd like to share with you. You see, in the world we live in today, a lot of people are trapped in a certain way. They are trapped and they are become so limited. They cannot be able to create wealth or make their own money. They remain perpetually poor. And this is because of some common lies that they have come to believe. So, if you want to be successful, if you want to be rich in the world we live in today, there are some lies that you need to cut yourself away from. And this lie is so common, and everybody in the world has come to believe this word so much, this lie so much, and they are holding on to it. So, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you 10 common lies they told everybody that has kept them poor for a long time. So it is my belief that after listening to what I'm about to share with you, you're going to break out from those set of lies and live a new life and make a new decision and step into your inheritance. So lie number one I want to talk to you about is go to school, get a good grade. When you are out, you get a good job. This is true, but remember that academic knowledge does not make anyone rich. So the skill you are taught in school, the knowledge you were exposed to in formal academic system, it doesn't make anybody rich. So if you want to be rich as a graduate, as somebody who has gone through the formal academic system, you need a new type of knowledge, and that knowledge is financial literacy. You need to know how money works. You need to know the games of money. Money has a game, money has a formula. So for you to be wealthy, for you to be rich, for you to create your own wealth, you must learn and unlearn. You must unlearn and you must learn. So those set of theories you are taught in school, they can never make you to be rich. So financial education is you knowing how money works, knowing the purpose of money, knowing how to invest money, knowing how to do your own business, knowing how to create your own wealth. And this knowledge this aspect is governed by principle. And this principle, they are the things you want to learn. So majority of time, people who go to school, they see themselves as so intelligent and they have known it all. And they are using that same understanding to live their life from when they are young to when they become old and retire in that same job. So if you want to create wealth and live differently from this kind of circle, you need another type of knowledge. And financial education is not taught in school. You need somebody who is already living in wealth, who is already living in the kind of life you dream, to hold your hands and teach you. And that is where mentorship comes in. So a lot of people who have become successful all around the world today, majority of them have written books explaining pattern, how they became wealthy. So they have explained step by step what they did that made them to be wealthy. You see, success leaves clues. Success leaves pattern. It leaves trace. So anybody who is successful, majority of them are able to explain it in their intellectual property. I'm talking about books, staying step by step how they became rich. Some became rich through real estate. Some became rich through investing. Some became rich through having their own business. So you too can do the same. So this video is to make you understand that is a common lie that they told everybody. Once you graduate from school, you have to be rich. It doesn't work like that. If you want to be rich, you need another type of knowledge, and that is financial literacy. Lie number two they tell everybody in the world today is, don't worry, just pray, God will do it. Yes, God will do it, and that is expectation for miracle. Now, look at how things have been happening as an individual since we were born. People have been expecting miracle. People have been praying. At times, miracle happen. At times, it doesn't happen. So majority of time, miracle does not happen. It is not that God has stopped answering prayers. No, God still answers prayer. But what many people fail to understand is that all these things people are asking of God, God has already done it. For example, God gave you eyes, God gave you your brain, He gives you nose, gives you mouth to talk, He gives you everything. Many times people are healthy and people are still asking God to do this, do that. The truth is that God has done everything. Jesus Christ said it on the cross. He said it is finished, meaning He has done everything for you. All you now need as an individual is to learn how things are being done, then put principles to work, and you see yourself living a better life. Even the so-called Jesus in the Bible, He explains some business principle, and those were like example He's giving to His children to practice so that you can be rich. You see, so for you to be rich, you need to practice some investment principle, and when you do that, you will eventually arrive in wealth. Many times people believe that people are rich because they have money. No, rich people are not rich because they have money. They are rich because they understand the investment principle and they put it to work, and eventually they become wealthy. So you too can do the same. Don't always believe in so-called miracle. Then lies number 3 I want to talk to you about. People believe that the money is the root of all evil. But what does the Bible say? The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. It is not money that is the root of all evil. It is the love of money that is the root of all evil. So because of that, majority of people around the world, they believe that anybody who has money, anybody who is wealthy, is automatically evil. It is not true. So this has made these people to stay in poverty without striving hard to do what they need to do to create wealth for themselves and their family. So anybody who believes that kind of lie, that if you have money you are evil, chances are that you won't be able to create wealth, because you have believed a lie that has kept you in a perpetual bondage, that has kept you in poverty. So do not believe that lie, and do not misquote what the Bible says. The Bible said the love of money is the root of all evil. The Bible did not say the Bible did not say money is the root of all evil. So these are two different things. See, what money does for you, if you're a loving person, when you have money, the money amplifies that love in you. If you're a giving person, when you have money, money will amplify that giving. When you are wicked, it will amplify your wickedness. That is what money does for you. So money is good. So get money and use to do the right thing. Number 4 lies they usually tell everybody in the world today is stay away from debt. Stay away from debt. Now, I'm glad to announce to you that debt is a leverage. Debt is a leverage. Majority of people in the world today who have been able to create wealth, they created that wealth through debt. Now, there is what we call bad debt and there is what we call good debt. When you borrow money for consumption, what you have done is you have gotten yourself a bad debt. But when you borrow money for investment purpose, what you have gotten is called good debt. So good debt is a leverage. So if you are borrowing money for you to consume and buy liability, you are putting yourself in a perpetual bondage. But if you get loan, get debt and use to buy asset, remember that that asset is going to produce interest. Many cases, if you are doing the right investment with the debt, the interest the debt is going to produce is going to be enough for you to pay the loan back and also use interest and reinvest it. That is how it works. So that is why I advise people, when you are investing, understand the kind of investment you are doing. If you don't know, ask questions, get education on what you need to invest your money into. Then do the right investment and see what becomes of you. So debt is not a bad thing. Debt is a leverage. Another lies they tell people all around the world is work and save money, you'll be rich. No, it doesn't work like that. If you want to be rich, don't just work and save money. If you work and save money, remember that inflation is going to eat up that money, and that money will be valueless in time to come. So the best way to handle money is to have money, save it, then invest it. You see, the primary purpose of making money is to turn it into more money, and that is the mindset of the rich. But poor people believe that the primary purpose of making money is to use it to pay bills, and this is a mindset that has kept this set of people in perpetual poverty. So if you don't want to be poor, stop believing that you need to work and save money. You need to work, have money, and invest it. I always say to people, don't work for money, let your money work for you. So when you have money, you put it in income producing asset. That money is going to produce more babies for you, and over time you'll be rich. And I always say to people again, that it is your small daily repeated habit that produce a particular result for you. So if your daily habit is negative, it's going to lead you to poverty. If your daily habit is channeled to wealth creation, you will eventually arrive in wealth. So don't just work and save money, work and invest, so that someday what you are working, this investment will start bringing returns back to you. Remember that physical energy is a limited resource. Remember that time is a limited resource. So a time is going to come, what you're able to do now, you'll be able to do it. That is why you need to leverage on investment. That's why you need to leverage on having your money, let your money work for you, so that someday in future, when you get old, unable to physically do what you need to do to produce money, then your money will in turn be working for you. That is what it means when we say, do not work for money, let your money work for you. Another lie they tell everybody in the world today that makes them to remain poor is that job is the safest way. Job is the safest way. So this is a lie. This is a lie. Job is not the safest place. Job may be safe for you for some time, but it's not going to save you forever. You see, I always say to people that your job will make you a living, but what you are created to do will make you a fortune. Job may give you comfort, job security for some time. A time is going to come where that job will no longer help you, but it is your investment that will be helping you. So I always say to people, everybody must not be entrepreneur, but everybody must be investor. So even if you earn a paycheck, have plan B, be strategic, so that all the money you get, you invest part of it. So don't just believe in having job. Now, somebody says something. He said, when you are hired newly, when you walk into that arena where you have to work, he said, do a mental scan of people around that place. He said, that is a prophetic future of you if you remain in that employment. You see, so job doesn't make anybody rich. What makes people rich is your ability to do investment principle that will make you to be rich. So look at account of people in the world. Somebody like Bill Gates. Bill Gates is not working for anybody. That is why he's rich. Somebody like Elon Musk, he doesn't work for nobody. He's not an employee. He's a business owner. Somebody like Warren Buffett. I mean, there are a whole lot of people in the world today. Somebody like Dangote. These are business owners. They are not working for anybody. So there's no amount of salary that are going to pay you that will commensurate your worth as a professional. So the best thing is to be creative and have your own business instead of staying in your comfort zone in employment for so long. You can do the same. You can do it. The power is in you. All you need to do, understand how it works and do something different from the norms. There's something we call cultural hypnotic societal mechanisms. The society makes everybody to believe that all they need to do is to go to school, go and get a paid job, work, retire, old. That is what the society teaches everybody. But there's only a few people who understand that that is not the right way to go if you want to succeed in life, you want to create wealth in life. So these people have been able to use their financial education to create wealth by themselves. And that is what business and investment is all about. So don't stay in a paid job for so long. Let me remind us what happened in 1900. That is 1900. Then the skill they expose everybody in the world to is the skill to create, the skill to have a skill. They train everybody to be creative, to have a skill to produce something. Those were the skills. But somewhere around 1903, there was a shift. And that was when the world is going into transitioning into technology age. That age, they needed people to start functioning in a certain way. And that system brings about control. It brings about directives. So now people are now being trained from 1903 to function in a particular way. You don't have to question the procedure, just do according to the instruction your superior asks you to do. So that year there was a change. Since that time till now, people are being trained not to be creative, not to have a skill, but to follow instruction and do what you are asked to do. So these are two different kinds of education. So, but people who still practice the old principle of learning to produce, learning to have a skill, watch in the world today, they are the ones that are making massive wealth, not only for their generation, but for generation to come. So you too can do the same. All you need is to understand exactly what I'm teaching you in this video. Another lie they told people all around the world is that rich people are lucky. Rich people are not lucky. They simply put to practice the principle of wealth creation, and that is why they became wealthy. If you look at all around the world today, there are accounts of many people who came from a very poor background, who came from a very poor family, but they made it during their own lifetime. They had it made during their own lifetime. What did these people do? They practiced the principle that the wealthy practice, and they became wealthy. So you don't necessarily have to come from a wealthy family for you to be rich. If you are born into a wealthy family, thank God for you. But you also need another thing to also be able to perpetuate that wealth, and that is financial intelligence. So financial intelligence is a must. Financial literacy is a must. If you don't know how to handle money, even when wealth is entrusted to your hand, you're going to gamble with it, you're going to blow it and waste that money. So financial knowledge is very, very important. So don't always believe that rich people are lucky. No, you too, you are lucky. So many rich people, like I said before, they were never wealthy people in their family. They created that wealth in their own lifetime. Self-made wealthy people. So you too can be among them. So don't always believe that. If you believe that, you're not going to be able to be intentional in creating your own wealth. You always be thinking that the reason why you're in your situation, the reason why you are poor, is because nobody helped you, because you're not born from a wealthy home. So think about it that you're an asset. You can invest in yourself, do what you need to do, you can have wealth. In my previous video, I talked about the principle of be, do, have. Be, do, have. So you study, that is self-development, personal development. Put the principle to work, then you can produce wealth. That is the formula for living. So you too can be the same. Don't always believe that rich people are lucky. You too, you are lucky just like the rich people. So it's just that wealth creation takes time. Wealth creation takes time. Many times people have tried a couple of things, 1, 2, 3, they say it's not working. But I'm glad to announce to you in this video that all work works. Anything you do is either leading you to failure or it's leading you to prosperity. So majority of the time people have quit along the line because they feel that what they are working on is not working. No, what you are working on is actually working on you before it begins to work for you. So you need to be patient, and that is where the principle of delayed gratification comes in. You need to have what is called delayed gratification. Be patient, be consistent, have what is called resilience. If you stay on course and you are doing the right thing, you are doing the right investment, you are doing the right principle of wealth creation, you will eventually arrive when nothing's going to stop you. You can do it. So that is what it takes. So don't always believe that the rich people are rich because they are lucky. No, you too are lucky. The last one I want to talk about is when people comes to tell you that do it later. It's when people come to tell you you have all the time, you can still do it later. So if you do that, you are not going to eventually arrive in wealth. I made a video before. I was talking about 4 seasons of life. Assuming that as human, you are going to live up to age 100. The first 25 years of every man's life is for learning, and that is from age 1 to age 25. The next seasons of life is from age 26 to age 50. That season is for earning. Then the third season is from age 51 to age 75. And that season is for what is called reverse mentorship. Then the last one is for resting. So if you fail to do what you need to do, the price you need to pay at the first level, you're going to pay it at second and the third level. You're going to pay with interest. So that's why I always advise people, start early. Don't procrastinate. Don't let somebody tell you you have all the time. You can start later. So do what you need to do right now. Because one of the principles that makes people to be wealthy is principle of delayed gratification. Meaning you need to start early, then watch your investment grow. Start early, watch everything you do compound and bring you into that place of wealth. That is how this thing works. So, but the world you live in today, many people are in a hurry. They're in a hurry. They want to plant a tree today, grow it tomorrow, and harvest it thereafter. It doesn't work like that. So if you want to be rich, you need to practice what is called delayed gratification. Understand that time is money. So any time wasted is money wasted. So start early and do all you need to do so that later time of your life, you too can be wealthy. So that is all I have for you today. I hope this video blesses you, and I hope that you are going to learn and put some of the principles you have learned in this video to work, and stop believing the lies that is flying all around the world. So you too have the power. You too can get the right mindset that will lead you into the wealthy place. So for now, I need you all to stay blessed by the best, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.